Oh yeah, so the other thing I was going to talk about was the GoPro Karma mechanical stabilizer. So I'm finding out you can use a battery bank with it, and GoPro also sells like an extension cable, so the actual stabilizer is a smaller piece that you can mount to your chest strap, and then they have a cable that mounts to the battery part of it, and where I think the electronics, the brain of it I think is, and then so you can have a cable so you can carry that part in a backpack, and then you can attach a battery bank to that part. So theoretically, yeah, you can run it for multiple hours. And I think if you use like newer cameras like that GoPro 5 and 6 with it, that battery bank basically powers the stabilizer and the camera at the same time. So you would be able to vlog for multiple hours. Of course, that just keeps making it more and more expensive. I said I was going to try and pay with it with Google AdSense money, but yes, now that I'm putting out regular content this month, already seen a noticeable increase in the amount of dollars I'm going to make this month. But the other thing is it's December, and that's generally the best month for making money on YouTube, because advertisers want to advertise hardcore. So generally you get high quality, high priced ads. Okay, so now we're on the old snowmobile trail. That's another thing. I used to be part of a network. I was part of Maker Studios, and yeah, like they talk like they're, oh yeah, you know, we'll get you the highest best quality advertising. Take a picture, and you'll make the most revenue, and we'll protect you from DCMA and all that other copyright crap, and never needed the protection of my network for that sort of thing. And Maker Studios got bought by Disney, and Disney only wanted the biggest, most profitable partner, so little guys like me they didn't want, so got kicked out of Maker Studios, and then just went back to regular Google AdSense without all those protections. And like, I hadn't been making videos barely at all, but I was just on regular Google AdSense without really making any videos. I was making the same amount of money just from views from a reasonably big archive of material as I was in Maker Studios. And now that I'm starting to make content, I'm going to be making essentially more money than I did with the network. So it's just a big scam. Really, really fresh fat bike tracks here. Last winter I was really actually running into people here on Saturday nights. It's Saturday night, so multiple weeks in a row I ran into people here on Saturday night. Just high-five each other and say, yeah, this is awesome. Why bother coming in here in the daytime? On this busier section of trail. Like this Centennial Park at Cascades, they get a lot of walking traffic, but also attached to this is our official mountain bike trail system. And most people don't walk in there, it's too far to go, and many people don't even know it exists. So The riding in there isn't that great in the wintertime. Plus there's a lot more short, steep climbing that I just don't feel like dealing with tonight. It's not going to be as well packed, and the hills will be more difficult because of that. This is just supposed to be a 2-hour endurance ride. Just try and keep 2 hours of endurance over the winter. Next summer, I don't know, the longest rides do probably be mostly 3 hours, sometimes 4. So next year I'm going to focus, I'm not going to set a kilometer goal, I'm going to set an hours goal. Last year I did 669 hours. This year it'll be high 640s, low 650s. So next year I'm going to say 700 hours, and I'm completely okay if it's multi-sport. That's just total activity hours. And then one of the goals, fitness goals I'm going to set, is to average a minimum of 35 kilometers an hour for 100K solo on a road bike, no aero bars. So not that that's easy to do, because it's hard to find a place where you're going to be able to ride non-stop for that long without dealing with stop signs and stuff. But I did find a loop that essentially just involves right-hand turns on stop signs, and to have like a predetermined start line and finish line. It's 105 kilometers. It's mostly rolling. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 105K, it has like 4 significant hills and then a bunch of smaller hills. So it's not super easy, but it's about the only loop I can find that, you know, the pavement will be in good condition. And right-hand turns on stop signs, I can just do a rolling stop. So average minimum of 35 kilometers an hour. Well, so we're going to say now 105 kilometers solo on a road bike. Standard road position. I can use aero helmet, aero wheels, aero clothing, but no aero bars. Pretty beautiful through here. Now we're in Trowbridge Falls, which is a city-run campground. So one of the bike shops here bought a piece of grooming equipment for fat bike trails, but hasn't really been used much. They wanted to use it on city golf courses, which would have been cool, because we've got a number of city golf courses. They're big pieces of land where you can make actually some pretty cool trails, like in the middle of the city. But the city said, no, we don't want fat bikers on there in the winter time. So that got kiboshed. But the city said they could groom in here, which they did. Yeah, they made a cool trail. Only lasted a week or so because we got a big dump of snow and they didn't come back to groom it again. And the trails in our main trail system are too narrow and too windy for a snow machine. And now the temperature's dropped to minus 21.3, so I'm going to stop and take a picture of that because it looks better than minus 20. People that follow me on Strava, or I've got people following me from all over the world, and they're like, whoa, that's so cold. But really it's not when you dress properly. Like, I've got followers from Australia, and I mean, they're out there riding in 40 Celsius, 40 to 45 Celsius. Like, you can dress for the cold, can't dress for 40 to 45 Celsius. That is oppressive heat. Hit a rock there on the rear pretty hard. We got a rim strike. Hopefully we won't get a flat tire, or we're walking out of here. Didn't bring a tube with me. Like, I would want to change a tire at minus 21 Celsius. Never done it before. Or change a tube, sorry. Take a picture of that scary creature there. Didn't turn out that great. There was some editing, it might look better. Okay, so we've been out for 1 hour 31 minutes of riding time, moving time, and my toes are starting to get fairly cold. We got last probably 30 minutes or so. Toes shouldn't fall off. So I've got a pair of Solomon insulated winter hiking boots using platform pedals, and like a medium, maybe airy more on the thin side, thermal socks. I'm going to take that trail to the left, but someone wore in a really nice cross-country ski track. Let them enjoy that. Okay, so we're going to take a piece of trail that switchbacks its way up, and it has 2 super steep sections. Like this trail basically kind of went straight up to the top of the hill, so they decided to improve it by making it switchback its way up. But I swear the steep parts on the switchback are steeper than the original hill. Yes, the original hill was longer, but didn't have these super steep parts. can't tell from the video, but this is steep as hell. Barely rideable with this type of snow tonight. And then there's one more. Going bad, but not quite as bad. But when you get to the top of a hard hill, usually means you get to go down the other side. We're coming up on that ice section, that ice fall section. Let's try and take a picture at night. See how that looks. The bike will stand up on its own. I'm already getting a yellow warning here on the 1500 lumens. So we put it on the Gemini Dio, so we put it to 900 lumens, and now the light's gone back to green. Need 20 minutes for 2 hours of riding. We're at 19.6 kilometers. Ideally we want 25k. Our average speed is 11.7 kilometers an hour, so have to ride over 2 hours to get 25 kilometers. Okay, so I wondered why they built this pile of snow like that, but now I see they want people to park here. They don't want people to drive up to that trailhead. So that's why they built that pile there. So now that we're kind of in town, the temperature has warmed up to minus 18.3 Celsius, so it's almost 3 degrees warmer than it was 5 kilometers away. pretty substantial temperature change in a very short distance. So we're going to take a longer route back. So now we're at Boulevard Lake. There's some decent trails back here. We can get to these trails in 10 minutes from my house. It took a little over 10 minutes to get to them tonight. But I haven't been coming to do night rides. So I've been doing like a 45-minute ride to work. And on the way home, I've been taking a longer route. So on the way home, it's been taking a hour 15 to hour 25 minutes. So just riding to and from work is giving me over 2 hours, Monday to Friday. So I really don't have to add any extra riding in the evening. And if I'm riding like 7 days a week. So if I just do 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours Sunday, I get 14 hours for the week, which is a decent amount of riding. Our average speed is creeping up. Right now it's at 11.8. We're at 1 hour 50 minutes of riding, 21.7 kilometers. So this little extra distance I'm adding here should make us maybe hit 25 kilometers about bang on by the time we get home. Alright, I'll end the vlog here. So we're just out on the city streets after this. So nice night ride. In for a cold snap. So Wednesday morning on my ride to work, it might actually be my coldest ever ride to work. So I might vlog about that. So catch you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.